Got a stack of passports here. How many? Is this
This is 19 total.
19 total on the
crew.
boat?
Yep. Yep.
All right. So, which boat? You're with Kodiak?
Yep,
and,
Kodiak.
What's your role in the boat? And
Yeah, so I'm the skipper on the boat. We've got 19 people on board, RP66. First season with Navy sailing with the boat. So, we're super excited with, how it all turned out. We got here in one piece, minus a few spinnakers and all that. But, and also for our crew, 16 of the 19 was their first Bermuda race.
16
So,
of 19 first race.
Yep. Yep.
Wow. So, conditions for you across the coast, because we don't hear anything till you guys show up in town. So, give us the lay of how it all went down for on Kodiak.
Sure. So started off the race under AP because some squalls came in up in Newport,
Yeah.
and it was real funky for the first few hours of the race. And eventually we finally got some pressure in, some nice southwesterly breeze. Found our track. We wanted to go a little east of Rumline, shot on down, and for the most part we had a lot of really good pressure for 90% of the race. We got Friday night. We had a nice, probably 25, 30 knots breeze. We got the boat up on plane a little bit. I was at the nav desk in the back, and it was like I was in a rocket ship, shaking down these waves and stuff. So it was really awesome the whole time. Lightened up a little bit closer here, but overall it was a lot of fun.
Feels awesome when the boats are a boat like that, especially is really loaded
and
up.
it's no planing boat.
Yeah,
It's 1994 boat, but she still got some in her, which is awesome.
That's amazing. So, real quick, I mean, how do you guys, when you go to these, when the Navy sailing team puts these programs together, how do you put people in the right places on the boat?
Sure. So I mean, it's a whole developmental program. I would say 80 to 90% of the team goes onto the team without any sailing experience. So the plebes, we call them plebes, our freshmen. They start off on Colgate 26s. And then from there, the second semester, they move up onto our fleet of Navy 44s and other donated boats. And for a lot of it, it's you kind of pick a track in the program, whether you're a sail trimmer, a driver, and you kind of progress through those areas, and also on the different platforms we have. A lot of the people for our boat, sailed our prior 66-footer last year. So it's all developmental progress.
I imagine grinders are pretty easy to come by.
Yep.
In the fleet field, yeah.
Yeah, we need
it's
a
great,
lot of
but
them.
it is a great spot to get on the boat, just muscle and experience, and a cool way to do it.
Certainly,
Yeah.
and we have like 4 to 5 grinders on the boat, and I think I started off as a grinder 2 years ago, and even in that position, I still learned so much, especially being on a big boat. It's really helped me, kind of progress along, because even myself, I only started sailing about 3 years ago. I grew up on power boats, and always thought, oh, why would you want to be on a sailboat and just go slow all the time, and then got on the team and just fell in love with it. So
Welcome to the better side.
Yeah.
Oh man, especially the price of gas. Like, what? Why would you
exactly
bother?
these days, right?
So your head coach Jan Tahansky, he's what's his role in the boat in terms of just letting you guys sail it, and not sort of taking charge?
Yeah, certainly. So, he's definitely there. His first concern is everyone's safety. Obviously, especially on these big offshore races. So that's kind of his first concern. He definitely lets us, take the reins on, more like the tactical side of things. But he definitely helps us out along the way as far like coming to him, talking through plans, and he kind of just helps you, work things out in your own head. And he also helps just in running the boat in general.
So he makes sure you don't break it, but I can't imagine you went through what so far has been the common theme of blowing up a spinnaker. So what was on your list of things to say I'm sorry about?
The things we broke?
Yeah.
Oh man. All right, let's see. We got A2, blew off the clew. A3, ripped the whole foot. We broke a halyard, snapped a halyard. Shrimped the A5. A5 came out alive though. No holes there. What's surprising, it's a 21-year-old A5. Thing's an absolute tank. Obviously shredded up port side lifelines. Got one bent inboard 45 degrees. I don't know what happened. I came up on deck and
Somebody's hiking not hard enough.
yeah, I don't know. Something happened, and and definitely did a work on our running rigging for sure, spin sheets. A big thing is everyone's safe. Everyone, we didn't have any injuries, which we're really,
So it's a good time for anybody out there with a boat of similar size and scale to donate perfectly good running rigging and things like that.
Of course.
So it's time to donate to the program.
I mean, we can't ask for donations per se,
Well,
but if some ended up in our hands,
it'd be just fine.
We would be very grateful.
So your first time as a skipper, then. What's your take? I mean, what's the thing that kind of lasts in your memory of this race so far?
I think the biggest thing was, the whole tactical side of things and figuring out where we wanted to go. Especially we weren't around too many boats the whole time, and we did a lot of pre-race planning, a lot of looking at the weather, running the optimizations, and getting out there. And then once you get out there, especially for us after sundown on Friday, we didn't see another boat. We maybe seen one or two. And the big thing for us, we actually took a pretty interesting line that not a lot of other boats in our class did. And I think the biggest thing that I learned is if you work out a strategy and you think you have a good plan behind it, you got to stick with it. You can't go halfway into it and then start second guessing yourself. Oh, no one else is taking. Like we went on this eddy that was east of Rumline, and no one else in our class was doing that. And we're going there. We're maybe like 15 miles from the eddy. We're starting to talk about is this really the right thing? Should we play it safer? We decided to stick it out, and then ended up getting a nice knot and a half favorable current for 4 to 6 hours. And same thing in the last 12 hours of the race when the wind got light, and it was really just difficult sailing, especially with ships. And it really, my biggest takeaway is look at the data, make a decision about the data you have, and you got to stick with it. You're going with something, you got to stick with it. So.
Yeah, you can't start second guess halfway through there. Yeah.
But it's easy to do. It's easy to second guess, especially when you got a peanut gallery of 19 people.
Yeah, exactly. So where'd you guys end up? Or I haven't seen the results. Or I know it's early on.
Yep. So a lot of people in our class still haven't gone back yet. I think right now we're second place in class.
Sweet.
So we're happy with how we did. We got still a lot of boats to come. So I think for me, we talked about it as a crew, and especially for our first time sailing this boat in our program, we're really happy with how we did. No matter where we end up at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's the experience.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So.
Cool. All right. So everybody's here. How do you keep the reins on everybody, or do you?
With 19 people, it gets a little difficult.
Yeah.
But I think the crew definitely deserves some time off. We've been working since January. We were in the boat yard, in the middle of winter in Annapolis, which isn't too bad, compared to some of our northeastern friends.
Yeah.
But they put in a lot of hard work, and looking forward to them. We're going to be here till Sunday, so
sweet.
Taking advantage of this wonderful place that we have here.
Awesome. Well, good sailing. Welcome, Brewman, and Hey, thank you for your service.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. All right, man. We'll see you in 2 years, then I guess, or when you graduate.
Actually, next year.
Oh, so you're out.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'm a rising senior.
All right. Good stuff. All right, man. Well,
Alrighty.
we'll see you on your own private yacht then a couple of years ago.
Yeah, hopefully.